Doing something fun today. This is part 3 of my full drugstore beat. One of my followers reached out to me with some product recommendations, the products that she already has, and just kind of asking if I could do like a tutorial with her products for her look that she's going for. And I was so happy when she reached out because this is literally my love language. I love it. It's my passion. All drugstore. I'm going to list all the products here. This is kind of what she has, and then some of the recommendations she asked for me, and making sure it's drugstore. We're also going to be using a beauty blender, a powder puff, and then one set of the Jessup brushes, which I'll put here. So nothing extra, nothing crazy, straight to the point. I did have to make it in 3 parts, which is very sad, but I really wanted it to be an educational tutorial for her, so that she can really do her own makeup and feel like she is able to learn it. So yeah, if you haven't watched part 1 and part 2 yet, go do that, and then we're gonna finish it up hopefully in this one. This blush, we're gonna be going in with Milani Baked Blush in the shade 14 Petal Primavera. And then we're going to be using a brush from the Jessup, and it's just the smaller, fluffier brush. This is going to make it to where that blush doesn't go everywhere. It's just going to go in that exact spot that you want it. So I'm going to get a pretty good amount on here. I am a blushaholic, so if you don't like that much blush, maybe not do as many applications, but this blush is really good. It's not super crazy, so you're able to kind of do a pretty good swirl in it and get the amount that you want on there and not like a crazy amount. And what I'm doing is I'm just putting that right on top of where we put that cream blush, and I'm going up with it because we always want to go up. We want to lift the face, not take it down. And I'm just kind of stippling that and then doing circular motions just to really blend it in with that bronzer. And then I'm making sure I'm not going too far up underneath my eye, just because I really want to keep that bright under eye that I have. But look how pretty that blush is. Super pretty, super natural looking blush, I feel like, but also just like that pop of color that it needs to give that face the definition. I really like this blush. For highlighter, we're going to be using the Wet n Wild Hello Blush Lighter. This is one of my favorite highlighters. Also, the other Wet n Wild highlighter is one of my favorites. I just like to add a little extra blush and the gold tones to it. I'm going to be using a brush from the Jessup Makeup Collection. It is kind of like an eyeshadow brush, but it's bigger, and it's perfect for blush lighter and highlighter. So I'm just going to kind of swirl these together, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to do a back and forth motion right on my cheekbone right there. And just look at that. It's so pretty. And you can add as much or as less as you want as this. I really like to glow, as you can tell. And then just for a little added glow, I like to put it right here on my Cupid's bow, and then on those lines right above it, just because I feel like it really like makes it pop. And then just one more swoop right up and down the nose. And you can skip that too if you're kind of wanting to like contour your nose more and not want it to highlight. It's all up to preference. And yeah, that's highlighter. Oh, it's looking so good so far. I'm gonna be using the Cream Glide Lip Liner by e.l.f. Drugstore has the best lip liners, and no one will tell me different. I literally think I own like 4 luxury lip liners, and those are in my professional makeup kit. I don't even use those on myself. And I mostly use drugstore lip liners on my clients too, because they just perform just as good, if not better. And I'm not spending $25 on a lip liner whenever I can spend $2 for one. This is $2 on a drugstore. So I'm just gonna line that on my lips. We have that on there. I am going to add a little bit of concealer. I know, concealer lip is crazy. But I'm just gonna add that a little bit onto the middle of my lips. And then I'm just gonna make that motion. And then I'm gonna take my finger and blend it out to the rest of my lip. For this, they have one in the set from the Jessup Beauty. They have tons of tiny brushes for this. I don't know where my tiny brush is, but they do have one for it, specifically for lips is what I like to use it for. So once you get that blended out pretty good, then we're gonna go in with our lip gloss. We're gonna go in with the Honey Talks Lip Gloss by e.l.f. This is such a pretty brown, like cute color. It also is like minty, which I love, and we're just gonna put that right over. And the reason why I like to do the concealer in the middle is it kind of just gives those lips definition rather than just having a lip liner on there. And then to go over it with the gloss so that it doesn't look like you just put concealer on your lip. So I really like that lip combo. Super cute. Okay, then we're gonna add mascara and then setting sprays. Going in with the Essence Lash Princess Waterproof Mascara. This is the only mascara I own. I mean, I do own more mascaras, but this is the one that I use because it's absolutely amazing. And it's waterproof. But I'm wearing lash clusters, and if I was wearing just regular mascara with no lash clusters, this would be the point where I would go in with the mascara and just cover my lashes and get all of that kind of like glitter fallout that's on like the tips of them from the glitter or from the shimmer, and just kind of like go over it so that nothing's looking crazy with the glitter on the eyelashes. To set this beautiful face that we just did, I like to go on first with the Glow On Lock setting spray. If you are oily or if you don't want to be glowy, I would skip the step and just do the L'Oreal, but I am a glowy girl. I love to be glowy, so I'm going to go in with this first. Beautiful. And then I'm going to let that sit down and dry, and then I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible. The stuff. Then we're going to set with the L'Oreal. Freaking hairspray. Okay, and this is the finished look. What do we think? Do we love? I feel like I love it. I use some like different products that I don't normally use in my everyday routine, but it is so fun to me to play around with makeup and to also help other people. So if you want to do the same thing, just send me a message, comment below, I'll message you, and we can do this again. Tutorial, I would love to do that. Makeup is literally my passion, and I'm not trying to get you to buy any of the stuff that I did. I kind of worked with the girl that asked me to do this and saw what she had, and then also she had questions about recommendations for certain things. So the things that I recommended to her, I did put into this as well. But literally, if you have a product for each step that we did, just use whatever you have, and I promise it will turn out just as good. It's not the makeup that you have to spend $100,000 on. It's literally just how you do it and how you apply it. And I am a stan, and I can literally do a full face of makeup with any kind of makeup. And it turned out pretty decent. So, yeah. If you want to see more, just let me know. If you have a certain look you want me to try out, let me know. If you have a certain product you want me to try out, let me know. I love this. Bye.